shut. A hand tightens on a wheel. Another stacks chips at a rigged table. Somewhere, a plan is convinced it can outshout chaos. Listen. The tighter you grip, the more the road owns you. The more you force the game, the more it plays you. Here's the core truth up front. Control feels like safety, but it is often the most fragile thing we build. Life was never designed to be seized and held, only met, moved with, and shaped in motion. We are taught to prove our worth by steering. Goals, timelines, contingencies. Pull harder, and outcomes should obey. And sometimes they do. Until the first card flips the wrong way. Until the corridor lights strobe red and the doors seal. Until the map you loved becomes useless in your hands. Then comes the reflex. Tighten more, speak louder, clamp down, as if force could bully reality into agreement. But a fist around water keeps nothing. It only makes the spill faster. Taoist sages called the alternative Wu-Wei, non-forcing, not passivity, precision. Action that cooperates with what is already moving. Stoics named the same move, handle what is truly yours, accept and even love the rest. In the language of alchemy, this is the beginning fire, calcination, where the brittle shell of certainty is burned away so something honest can emerge. A wanderer steps through a crowded room. Smoke hangs. Music coughs from a broken speaker. The plan is elegant until it isn't. In an instant, the odds refuse to behave. You can feel it. The more you try to trap the moment, the more it escapes. Pause. Feel what control costs when it is fueled by fear. Shoulders creep upward. Vision narrows. Every voice becomes noise. Every door looks closed. This is how the illusion builds its cell. Over-control doesn't protect you. It binds you to a single thread of possibility and calls it safety. Here's the turn. Loosen your grip a little. Notice what happens when you do. The breath enters, peripheral vision returns. Options appear that your tension was hiding. Zen points to the reed in the storm. It survives by bending. The oak that refuses to yield breaks itself against the wind. Surrender is not collapse. It is a skilled redirection. You still choose a direction. You still act. But you stop arguing with the river and start steering within it. Midway through any real journey, there is a test. Plans fray. Friends falter. The room tilts from calm to chaos. This is the threshold where many abandon the path or double down on force. Take another path. Let the noise pass through. Let the alarms flash without letting them own your nervous system. Reality arrives neutral. The meaning you assign will either trap you or free you. Now, the pivot. Introduce a different rhythm. One breath, one detail, one precise move. You don't try to hold the whole story. You master the next beat. This is where surrender becomes mastery. Not because you give up, but because you refuse the fantasy that the world must match your script before you can move cleanly. You let go of the reins that were never yours and grip the ones that are. Attention, intention, the quality of the action you take now. Watch what follows. The rigged table is still rigged, but angles open that weren't visible when your jaw was locked. The The sealed corridor offers a side passage you could not perceive while you were shouting at the main door. People mirror your steadiness. Momentum returns, not from brute force, but from alignment. Emotional contrast sharpens the lesson. Clinging feels powerful and makes you brittle. Softening feels risky and makes you strong. Practice the craft in small ways first. Before you answer, breathe. Let 3 seconds pass. It will feel like an eternity. It is a doorway. Loosen your plan by 5%. Leave room for the world to hand you better information. Audit your control. What exactly is mine to pilot? What belongs to the wider weather? Where am I wrestling the river instead of rowing in it? Alchemy is not poetry for its own sake. It's a map of transformation. Fear becomes clarity when exposed to the right heat. Rigid will becomes responsive strength when dissolved and reformed. You are not losing yourself by letting go. You are refining yourself, separating the essential from the excess. There will be days when the map blurs again, when stacked chips scatter, when the room sways from certainty to chaos between one heartbeat and the next. A voice inside will beg you to clamp down, to make a demand of reality so loud it can't be ignored. Don't do it. Better yet, soften your jaw. Feel your feet. Name one true action. Do it cleanly, then another. Your world will not obey you, but it will collaborate with you when you stop trying to dominate it. And if the plan still fails, then you have only lost an illusion. The self that required control to feel whole was never the self you were trying to become. Illusions of control are seductive. They promise safety. They deliver panic. Release them, and a different safety appears. The kind built from clarity, courage, and presence. So here is the choice, spoken simply. Tighten your fist around what was never yours, or open your hand and make room for what is. If you opened your hand right now, what would fall away? And what truth would remain in your grasp?